Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be going through the week 7 challenges. I'm going to go through all the challenges for this week and show you guys the easiest and best way to complete all of the challenges so you guys can get your battle pass done very quickly and as well rank up your tiers very fast. And before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some V-Bucks at 130,000 subscribers. So if you guys want a chance to win some V-Bucks, all you have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn on my notifications, and as well leave a comment down below of your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. And like I said, as soon as I reach 130,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away some V-Bucks. So make sure you guys enter the giveaway. And as well, if you guys want to add me and support me as a creator in the item shop, all you have to do is go over to the item shop, go down to support a creator, type in my code is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator. I really do appreciate everyone who does. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so now I'm going to be going into the challenges for this week and read them off one by one for you guys. So the first challenge that we have is to deal damage with a pickaxe to opponents. You have to do 100 damage. The second challenge is a stage challenge, and the first stage is to visit Junk Junction and the block in a single match. Then we have visit pirate camps in a single match. There's 3 of them. And then the other challenges that we have are deal damage from players from above. Next we have search chests at Loot Lake or Snobby Shores. And the second to last challenge is another stage challenge. The first stage is to deal damage to opposing players while riding a zipline. And the last challenge that we have for this week is eliminate opponents in different name locations. There's 5 locations. So I'm going to be going through all the challenges for this week and give you guys some tips and tricks on how to complete these challenges the fastest way possible so that you guys can rank up your battle pass for this season very quickly. Alright, so starting off with the first challenge that we have for week 7, and that challenge is to deal damage with a pickaxe to opponents. You have to deal 100 damage worth of damage with your pickaxe in order to have this challenge completed. And when I was looking at this challenge, the easiest way I found when it comes to actually getting this done is playing in a game mode like duos or squads and then just pickaxing players who are already down, because otherwise it can be very difficult to do any sort of damage on players who are, still alive and not knocked. Otherwise, you'd have to pickaxe other players off spawn. So the easiest way, like I said, to do this challenge is just to do it on already knocked players. So in the duos or squad games, I'm pretty sure there's like a LTM you could play. And since for this challenge you only have to do 100 damage worth to opponents, it's only going to take about 2 knocked players in order to complete this challenge. So you can really have this challenge done straight off spawn. If you're playing in a game mode like squads and there's going to be a lot of players knocked, you can have this challenge done very quickly. And so moving on to the second challenge that we have for this week, and the second challenge we have is a stage challenge. And so the first stage of this challenge is to visit Junk Junction and the block in a single match. Now this one's actually a pretty simple challenge because for the first stage, the block and also Junk Junction are very close to each other. They're on the exact same sort of the side of the map. They're in the top upper left corner of the map, so it's going to be very easy to have this challenge completed because those two locations are going to be next to each other. But like I said, this is a stage challenge, so after you go to those 2 locations, you're gonna have to go to two other locations as well. And once you have all those challenges done for the stage, then you're gonna have this challenge fully completed. And so moving on to the third challenge that we have for this week, it is to visit pirate camps in a single match. And so I'm going to show you guys exactly where you can find all 3 of these pirate camps. And for this challenge we have here, you have to visit pirate camps in a single match. There's going to be 3 different pirate camps that you have to go to. So I'm going to show you guys all 3 locations that you need to go to. And so for the first location where you want to go, it's a little bit below or a little bit to the bottom left where the volcano is. A very simple one to find. You come over to this location, and that is going to be the first one that you want to go to. And so moving on to the second one where you want to go to, you can go from the first one to the second one. Just take both of the geysers and it's going to launch you all the way over to right here. And here's going to be the second location they need to go to. I'm going to be pulling it up on the map to show you guys exactly where this is. So you're going to find this location a little bit to the left of where Lazy Lagoon is, as you can see on the map where I marked it. This is where you're going to find that second location. And moving on to the third and final location that you have to go to, and keep in mind you do have to do this in the exact same match. So you go over to all these 3 locations and you're going to have this challenge completed. This one's going to be right next to Dusty Divot. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know where this location is, but once you go to all 3 locations, you're going to have this challenge completed. And so the next challenge that we have for this week, this is a very simple challenge. All you have to do is to deal damage to players from above. So just have any sort of high ground, just be above them in any sort of way, and deal 500 damage worth of any sort of damage. Could be with whatever gun you want to use. Probably shotgun would be your best bet, but if you're on high ground, just do some damage and you're gonna have this challenge done very quickly. You could probably do this in 1 to 2 games if you get a few kills from it. And so for the challenge after that, we have to search chests at Loot Lake or Snobby Shores. And honestly, I would think Snobby Shores would be your best bet because not a lot of players are going Snobby Shores. Unless, of course, if this challenge drops, then I feel like maybe some people might start going there. But from my experience and what I've been through, a lot of players aren't even landing Snobby Shores anymore. So I'm sure that would be one of the best places to go. Otherwise, Loot Lake in the middle, there's a lot of chests really close to each other, and as well you have the factories. So there definitely is 7 chests at that location. But I feel like if you go to Loot Lake, it might be a little bit more contested. So I would try Snobby Shores. If there's a lot of people, then I guess you could just hit Loot Lake and probably have this challenge done in like 2 games. But Snobby Shores would probably be your best bet because most of the time, like I said, there's not going to be that many people there. So when you're going Snobby Shores, you're going to have pretty much the entire place to yourself. And I feel like if anybody lands there, it's going to be 1 player, 2 at the very most, in which you're going to be able to get some easy picks and as well complete the other challenges like I was mentioning earlier. And if you're playing like a duos game, then you could have, you know, pickaxe opponents, and as well you have the other challenge where you're doing 500 damage worth from above. That is going to be a really easy challenge to complete because you could just be on top of one of the houses, and as soon as someone's in the middle of the street, maybe they're running over, and a lot of players in the early game aren't going to have very mats at all. Or typically when I'm in the early game, I don't even have more than like 120 mats at the beginning. So if you're just on top of a building just spamming them with an AR, more than likely they're going to run out of mats, and you're going to have a lot of easy damage points, and you're going to be able to get both of those challenges done at the exact same time. And for the next challenge that we have on the list of challenges for this week is a stage challenge, and the first stage is to deal damage to opponents while riding a zipline. And for this challenge, there's a few different ways you can go about completing it. But in my opinion, I think the easiest way to complete this challenge is to use an assault rifle, because on the zipline, as you guys know, the bloom is a little bit weird. You have a lot more bloom on a zipline than you have normally running around or even crouched. So when you're on the zipline, your bloom's going to be all over the place. So when you're going for this challenge, I would say use an AR. That's going to be one of your best bets, or maybe even a sniper rifle if you guys are good at sniping. Me personally, I'm not the best with snipers. I'm pretty bad in my opinion. So using an AR wouldn't make this challenge too difficult. I think the hardest part about this challenge is just being on the zip line and then waiting for another player to come, or being around another player. So you definitely want to see exactly where the zip lines are and see where people are rotating to, because the circle could be a lot different in a lot of places. And you want to go to zip lines that might be in a little bit of a more hot drop area, so you can have the best chance of finding people around that location. Because honestly, I think the hardest part would just be finding the player to shoot at, and once you find that player, I think the rest would be really easy to do. And once you do that part of the challenge at the beginning, like I said, it is a stage challenge. So once you do that part, you're going to be prompted to do another stage, and then you will have this challenge completed. And so moving on to the last challenge that we have for this week, and that is going to be eliminate opponents in different name locations. You're going to have to go to 5 different name locations in order to complete this challenge. And for those of you guys who don't know what a name location is, it's pretty simple. It's any place like maybe Tilted, could be Salty, Retail, any place with a name on it, just like not like the middle of the open, is gonna allow you to get this challenge completed. This challenge is very simple. You could really just pick different locations I'll spawn to land at. Maybe one game you go Tilted Towers, get a kill or 2, complete some of the other challenges, or maybe even go in Snobby Shores, picking off a player there if someone lands. Loot Lake, any of those places are going to be very good to get this challenge completed. And so once you do that, that is going to be the last challenge for this week. And when it comes to completing your challenges, the easiest way to complete your challenges is to go into game modes of like LTM. Maybe it's like a 50v50. I'm not even exactly sure what they have right now because I haven't been in one for a while. But those kind of game modes are very easy to complete your challenges because you can get them done really quick. And you're going to have a lot of challenges complete. So the people in those game modes really aren't the sweatiest kind of players. So you're going to be able to get a lot of easy picks, do a lot of damage, and complete your challenges very quickly. And as well, if you want to get these challenges done as soon as possible, the best option really is try to do as many challenges in the exact same game as possible. Try to do like 3 or 4 challenges in the exact same game. And most of the time you're going to be able to, and you're going to have these challenges done very quickly, maybe within an hour or so, if you guys go for the challenges every single game and try to do all the challenges at the exact exact same time. And with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. And if you guys could, drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on my notifications so you're notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.